Hey, me again. So this is kind of like an episode of Terraria, kind of not. Because I had a realization that I could make like videos that other YouTubers make, like opinion videos about like my top favorite, like, I don't know, like games, foods, music, people. But I would have to overlay it with gameplay at the same time because I don't have recording equipment to do anything else. It's a miracle that I'm able to do this much. But today I want to do, while I do this, I'm going to do a video. I'm going to be doing commentary about my top, my favorite rappers out there in the game right now. And this is like something that is honestly not very easy to rank because I only listen to about, no, that's not true, I listen to about at least gotta be like 20 different artists. Not all of them the same amount. There are definitely some that I listen to more than others, but there are definitely some that I would consider the GOATs in the game right now. And I'm gonna tell you all about my opinions on it. Because I don't know if I'm gonna do a top 5. Yeah, I'm gonna do a top 5. But I'm gonna do like honorable mentions to so like, cause I like listening to like some of the UK stuff. Like I listen to like quite a bit of grime, a little bit of drill. But I don't listen to much variety in it because like some of, like, I think 2 of my top 5 are UK artists, are in the grime scene right now. But apart from that, it's the American stuff. Actually, now that I think about it, because I've got 4 of them, but I don't know who to give the 5th spot to. Because right now, in no particular order, I've got NF, Eminem, JME, and RD. And I think I'm honestly gonna give that 5th spot to... Oh, it's tough. I could easily just like make a top 10 list and just like leave it in the description of this video. Like after like when I publish it. But I don't know. I honestly might have to give that spot to Tion Wayne. I just love his music. Like, I'm gonna explain a little bit about my opinions because I think in that order it would have to be from 5th to 1st on my favorites list. It would be Tion Wayne, RD, JME. Oh, okay, yeah, NF, then Eminem at number 1. Because I've listened to... Eminem was what got me into, like, hip-hop as a whole. Because, like, Eminem was the first, like, full rap artist that I'll ever listen to. I could have put Ed Sheeran on the list, you know. He's a rapper now. He did some rapping on his album. The one album that I bought from him, actually. Because I love the song he did with like Stormzy. He did a song with Eminem and 50 Cent as well. That was cool. But like Eminem is just, he is the greatest of all time. There's no arguing that. Because like he is the greatest rapper literally alive. You could argue there are some rappers better that are dead, but you know, it all depends on like what you like grew up with, I suppose. And if you grew up with like back in the days of, you know, Dre and Ice Cube and Tupac and all that, then you're gonna think they're the greatest of all time because you grew up with them. But I grew up with Eminem. I grew up with Joyner Lucas. I grew up with Logic. I didn't find NF's music till like maybe like a year ago. And he's already in my top 2 because I've just been listening to NF religiously. Like if I ever just want to listen to straight music, not straight music, but you know, just music, I will just like tell my Alexa just shuffle out like every song by NF, because he's got so many good songs, and I love songs that are like got some emotion behind it. And NF has made the saddest song that I've ever heard. How Could You Leave Us was like one of the great songs I've ever heard. It's one of my favorite songs, just because of like the emotion behind it. I like songs that make me feel something, and that's why I love NF so much. There's just so much passion in his voice when he raps, you know. And like a lot of people criticize like NF and Eminem for just like making dad jokes like in their music, but I love dad jokes, and then they're like good punchlines as well, because not only do you have to like make the joke, which is difficult enough in itself sometimes. Flashback to the some of the stuff that Eminem has said in like the Killer remix. Oh god. But it like some of the stuff they say, it may just be like a joke that they rapped, but the way that they can put it into like a verse is very cool. And like people just say, oh, Eminem's just doing like fast rapping, and like, he's just like having like rapping for the sake of it. He's not really talking about anything. He doesn't need to, because like you can only talk about so much stuff, because there's only so much life that he's lived. Because like if you've been rapping since you're like 13 years old, surely you're gonna have talked about everything that's happened in your life at this point. It's like I'm completely fine with like Eminem just having fun with his music, because like if I was to make music, that's what I'd be doing from the start. I just go all over the place. I'd have some fun. People like take his music too seriously. Eminem is in this weird position, I feel, where he is the most overhated and the most overrated rapper simultaneously, because like Eminem haters, I don't get. People trying to cancel Eminem, why? For things he said back in like 2000, like the infamous, you know, Columbine line, that sort of thing. But the early like Slim Shady stuff that he did, people trying to cancel him for that now. That's like, why? It was acceptable back then, because I feel like people have become more sensitive these days to like things that people say, and I hate that, because it just means there's people take things way too seriously. It's just a bit of fun, you know. It's like if you're a comedian and you tell like a risky joke, that's a comedian's job to push. Like if the line is here, symbols with hand, then your job is to go right up to the line and make people like feel uncomfortable. That's your job. But then if in like 10 years down the line people decide to move the line back a few paces, then you're suddenly over the line, you can't get in trouble for that then. For that now. Because you can't control what you said in the past. You cannot change the past. That's not how time works. But yeah, related back to music. People are trying to cancel him for things that he said a while ago, and people are trying to cancel him for things that he's saying now. Why? You're not gonna do it. It's not gonna work. It makes me sad to think that my generation has become the snowflakes. Oh my god. Anyways, on to the other ones. Like in the UK scene, I feel like, because first of all, Tion Wayne, he's got one project out right now. The first time I ever heard of him was on the song he did with KSI, Houdini, which was, I didn't like back then. I didn't really like his verse. I don't know why. I just wasn't a fan of it. But now that I listen to it back, it's not terrible. I actually quite like it, considering how like fairly early on in his career it was. And he's actually got a full project now. I've downloaded it, I've saved it, I listened to it quite a bit. I do like several of the songs on there. It was actually very good. And some of like the because I have Amazon Music and it rates the songs like by how well they're doing, and some of my favorite songs are some of the lowest rated ones, like Where Were They, the first song on the album. That was great. It was rated 0 bars when I last checked. It was a great song. But like, I can't relate to the line on that when it says, my teachers told me I wouldn't be, like, my teachers told me I wouldn't be anything. Because none of my teachers have told me that, because none of my teachers are, with the greatest respect, arseholes. Because, like, never, we're not talking about teachers now, we'll do that another time. We'll have that as a rant for another video. But, like, for now, fix the bloody hair. I've taken my hair down for this. I don't know why. I just, a bit of fun. But now it's getting all over my shoulders and on my neck. I don't like it. But yeah, I love his album. It was great. It featured good. It featured like 8 people on one of his songs, which is like one of the biggest collabs I've ever seen. It had RD, a couple of boys from 3x3, Bugsy Malone. I think his name is Fivio Foreign. I think that's his name. Probably not. Which I actually quite like his stuff. I did check out his stuff after I heard him on that verse. And he had Polo G on one of his songs. How did he get Polo G on it? That was incredible. That's like KSI doing a song with Lil Wayne. Oh wait. How KSI ever got a song with Lil Wayne, I will never know. But anyways, moving on. JME. He is one of the greatest UK rappers ever. Like, cause like most people, like when they think like JME, they'll immediately link him with Skepta, his brother, who more people have heard of, I feel. But I honestly prefer JME to Skepta's music. I don't know why. It's just in my mind it's better. Cause like some of my favorite songs from like JME are from his Grime MC album, because that was his most recent. He's the most improved. Like 96 of My Life was really good. Pricks was really good. Integrity, I feel that wasn't on, you know, the Grime MC album, but you know, it was good anyway. And 96, I can't say the word, but you know, like my least favourite song of his was, I think, I don't know, I don't think he's really, there is one song I didn't like from him. 96 Bars of Revenge. I didn't like that. And I don't honestly know why. I can't remember what the song was on Grime MC. It was the third one. Like, you know, my booking fee was under 1G when I started spitting in the year 2G. Feds don't like me or my 3Gs because I film them and upload them 4G. That song, whatever it was called, that was really good. That was really creative as well. That's why I like it, because the way he could like intricately, I know, fit all that in like the same scheme, that kind of thing, was really clever, and I really liked it. And last but not least on the list, RD. He, like, I haven't been following his music for long. Like, I only heard of him because I saw the Body remix Diversity drops like all over TikTok, so I checked out the song. That's how I actually found like Tion Wayne and RD and Russ Millions and stuff, because of TikTok. And like in the dark vlogs he did some stuff with that song. And yeah, get in the bin, right? And so I checked out, I also saw the Oliver Twist YouTube ad, which kept popping up, and I heard the chorus. I just wanted some more Oliver Twist, and I thought it was good. So I checked out the song, and for a while that was the only song I knew of RD's. And I found out he was on the Body remix, and that he also had other songs. It's always nice to know that one of your favorite artists has other songs. He's got the he had a Daily Duppy. He did a Plugged In with Fumes the Engineer. he had a black box thing as well, and he had he made a song. You know, he made Jiggy, he made 6am in Brighton. He released a new thing very recently, Flowers Say My Name, which used some samples from another song. You know, I'll bring you flowers in the pouring rain. That song. I didn't like that song. I like this. I don't give girls flowers. I give you good wood though. If you want me all to yourself, then darling, you probably should go. No way I could stand in the rain. Make you say my name, say my name, say my name. Laugh it out. Me might drive you insane, but it was actually a really good song. I did enjoy it, and I want to see more stuff from him because I think before that, what came first, With It or Wasted? Because his verse on Wasted was actually like one of my favourite verses from him ever. It's like my top verse from him would probably be because I feel like it wasn't his verse on With It, because I feel like that was him trying too hard to replicate his verse on the Body remix. But it was still decent. I feel the whole 6am in Brighton, that is like my favourite song from RD. Just because it was really cool, just like see what it's like in Brighton. Because like when you think of Brighton, you think of like posh upper class people, but apparently not. There are some slums down there, so to speak. And it's really eye-opening to see, because like I went to Brighton one time, and it was like really cool. It was really professional and that. There were posh people about, I'll tell you that. Because I went like down to the beachy type area. It's amazing how big Brighton is. It takes you hours just to walk around, like a lot. It's so big. It's because we walked along like the shore part, not on like the beaches, but you know, just like on like a platform around the beachy areas, and it took us like 4 hours to get from like the train station round to somewhere else. I don't remember where we went, because we basically, and then we almost had to walk back for 4 hours, which would have meant missing our train and getting a. Luckily there was a bus there. Anyways, this story isn't about me. But yeah, and if I had to name some other artists that I really enjoy, as much as he is like a comedian rapper, Unknown P has some really good bars, you can't deny. And obviously people like Joyner Lucas, Logic, they're really cool. Tech9 as well. Dwayne Johnson, he's become a rapper now. I want to see what music he does, because his verse on the Tech9 song Face Off, that was actually really good for like a first official verse, because he has rapped before. He rapped in he did some hip hop stuff in Moana, which like at the time when I watched that movie, I was too young to comprehend what was even happening. So I was like, I didn't really listen to like the songs in movies and like take it in, because I was just there for the visuals and the plot line. But like Moana was never one of my favourite Disney movies. I thought it was really good, but it was never one of my favourites. Frozen 2, that was a good movie. Anyways, I want to see what Dwayne Johnson like does with this hip hop next. And then again, like some of the YouTube rappers, like as much as he is a complete arsehole of a human being, Dax, you gotta admit he's got some good bars. Crips, Screw, Quadeca, you know, them people. And you know, Tom McDonald, he's, you know, I like his music, shut up. And like, my biggest guilty pleasure in life, I can't believe I'm gonna say this on the internet, I like some 6ix9ine songs. He's got maybe like 3 or 4 songs that I will listen to, and like his like angry shout rap music is like the perfect music to work out to. It's so high energy, it just makes you want to work out more. There, I said it, 6ix9ine has good songs. Gooba was a good song. Stupid was not. Wait was a good song. It's like low energy, but still it's decent. It's got nice flows, so to speak. I'm gonna end this on the 6ix9ine note. Yeah. Shout out to everyone I mentioned in this video. I hope I don't get copyrighted for singing some of their music. That's why I didn't sing like really any Eminem or NF stuff, because they are surrounded by UMG. And I don't want them coming for me as well. They've already come for everyone else and taken all their money. I'm not even earning money. If they start earning money off my videos before I do, I'm gonna be so mad. Right, anyways. This is the end of the video. I didn't do much in this one. I really just built a bridge. Next one, I'll probably fight the wall of flesh or something. I don't know. See you in a bit. Goodbye.